Welcome to this look at a mod map in the new series entitled Maps I Missed, with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second in my series of Maps I Missed with MrSealyp. This is Black River. This is by Oito, 773.37 megabytes download, and it's another one. I don't know how I missed this. When maps have been coming out, I've been looking at the names and thinking, oh yeah, I've done that. This had a couple of updates. So it's update 2.0 is the version I'm going to be doing a map tour on, because I didn't previously do the map tour. There was another one I thought, oh come on, I'll double check. I came on and thought, nope, definitely haven't been on here. And as you can see from the jet flying over, that's one thing you would remember, sort of thing that's going to stick in your head. So yeah, it's another cracker from Oito. If you're already playing on this map, that's fine. I know these map tours are going to be popping up long after they've come out, but it might be you're new to the game, it might be you hadn't looked at this one, you know. But it's another stonker from Oito. It does have 3 required mods that didn't download automatically until I tried to load the map up. Lizard Animal Barns, European Decorative Buildings Pack, and Lizard Multipurpose Sheds. All 3 by MrHector, so you can go on there and you can download it. It will give you the option if you want to download them. It does bring the overall megabyte download knocking on the door of 1,000 megabyte, which is up there for a map, but there's a lot on this, as there always is on Oito maps. My money has gone down a little bit, but I'm going to have to put some money in to buy various things as we go around. Now, part of the update on this, update 2.0, was adding 34 new productions, it says. I mean, that's new elements, not separate productions like factories. It's expanded the city, it's done a whole load of stuff. So this is the version I am going to be doing the map tour on. Now the Land Rover that's over there, the Santana, I've added in because there's a bit on the map that I wanted to have a look and see how suspension would travel across that. We start here at the gas station. The map looks like this. So we're starting up here. Now, when you start the map for the first time, this is where you'll start. Once you've saved the game, especially if you're on a new farmer, if you're on a new farmer, you do start with the start farm. When you come back on again, it will put you, as you just saw, it will put you here, which is where the sleep trigger is. But we'll get around to the farm later on. That's actually one of the last things we're going to be getting to. We're going to do a route round clockwise, taking in everything as we go, hopefully. Field prices, I have to say they're pretty good. I mean, the bigger fields are more expensive. The small fields are really, you know, inexpensive. We've got some forestry areas. There are some areas you can't purchase that have got some of the big facilities on. Some of the facilities they're big facilities with just a sell point on. But that's what I love with the Oito maps, is the level of detail. It's phenomenal. The sound effects, all the stuff that goes on. And I'm not going to lie, I'm gutted I missed this. I prefer this map to Evergreen. I'm doing a Let's Play on Evergreen Valley at the moment, and I prefer this. I honestly wish I'd have done this one. But anyway, all that being said, if we come out and we go into, actually we need to go into here. If we scroll down until we get to mods and DLCs, that one I put in. Under Black River, as with a lot of Oito maps, we do have a K721G. You do have the wheel loader sat at the vehicle shop that's there, accessible, you can use wherever you want. Pallets you can purchase, but you can also make your own. Then we've got maintenance tools, mining equipment, vehicle parts, gas, cement, concentrate, liquid fertilizer, herbicide, and bond silage additive. All those things can be used for various different productions, as you'll see as we go around. If you've seen any of my other map tours, like when I did Frontier and on Evergreen Valley, obviously there's Oito's done Westbridge Hills. There's a whole load of them. I'm just going to double check because my mind's blanked. This one, Evergreen Valley, Frontier, Westbridge Hills. What else am I thinking? Oh, European Countryside. BR163MS, which was a Brazilian map, wasn't it? Lapacho and the Green Valley. So yeah, quite a few. And a lot of the later ones are the ones that have had all the whiz-bangy stuff on. If we come out of there, go into build mode. I'm not going to go through and show you all of them, but to say, under build mode, there are mods added in by Oito under sheds, silos, silo extensions, containers, farmhouses, factories, sell points, greenhouses and generators. I will show you a couple. Farmhouses, we've got a whole load here, tents and buildings, and you've just got sleep trigger with mount, sleep trigger. You've got a wardrobe trigger you can place wherever you want, which is really cool. If we go to our production and go to generators, the same as it is on Evergreen Valley, there's a diesel generator there because some of the productions require electricity. There are other ways to produce electricity around the map, but if you want to put a generator in, you put diesel in, that will generate electricity that you can set to distribution and it will go out and around. So yeah, I mean, I think under fences, paint and plants we've got stuff, and under I will show that because under landscaping and painting we have got an absolute load of textures put in under here, which is all very cool. So that's that and that. I'll talk about slot count when we get round. Just knock my glass off my head. There are no custom crops. Contracts are available. What are we looking at? There are 45 collectibles. I haven't found one yet. Done it again, wrong side. Let's start this up. As you see, there is a train. The train runs around the perimeter. There are rent train points all over the place, which we will get to as we go around. So we're leaving the gas station. Thinking I might need to put some money in almost immediately, so actually out of the farm. I'm going to turn down here. The route's going to be a bit peculiar to start off with. It's just taking everything. You can buy that plot of land there, but that's with the building. When you buy it, there's no sell points or anything that come up. It's just, and I'm not sure what you can actually do with it really. This is another one. I love the different sort of almost zones built into it. The level of detail with all the things that are going on. It's why the megabyte download is high. But personally, I think it's worth every iota, same as it was on Frontier and it is on Evergreen. If we come to here, I've got enough to buy this. I haven't. We've got carpentry. I'm going to put some money in. Bear with me. So money's in. Now, if you're not familiar with Zero Oito maps, you haven't watched any of my map tours on there, you will find that as you go around, most of the productions get changed, which will either require you to have pallets, or in this case, the carpentry here will produce pallets as well. So you've got wooden beams, long boards. Now that long boards one, it's long boards in, which produces pallets and wood chips. So it's kind of pallet facility as well here. So these are our incoming items and these are our outgoing. So the carpentry is a bit more expanded. I'm going to show you some of the other ones as well as we go around, but take it fairly standard that most of the productions as we go around the map will require pallets. Now I know a lot of people, they don't like that and it's frustrating and that kind of thing. You can always put some money in if you wanted to, and because if you don't want to produce them yourself, you don't have to do logging and lumber. That's why, as I already showed you, there are all those pallets and things that are available. And pallets, sorry, yeah, there are various different pallets and the maintenance tools and drilling equipment, that kind of stuff. And there are pallets available to buy. So you could always just put a little bit of money in, buy a load of pallets if you wanted to, and then you haven't got to worry too much. If we come around into here, this is our flour factory, which is in essence, it's a flour mill. You can see the pallets stacked around the front. Everything's pretty well labelled and marked. When you have a look around, you can see where things need to go. That's where you're taking your products out from. If we come into here, the various different things that can be produced. If we buy that and do that, you'll see wheat, pallet, barley, oat, sorghum, corn and soybean all produce flour, but they do require pallets to do that. And most of the productions where you are required to put the pallets in, like I say, it's shown pretty clearly. But it is, like I say, I just find, there you go, just there where the pallets are stacked up, the sound effects and the level of detail and everything, it just works. It's really good. We come down to the front here and there's a load of stuff that you find on Zero Oito maps that, do they need to be there? No. Does it need to be as big? No. Does it add to it? Absolutely. You know, we come down to here, you've got all of this. This is the construction site and it is just a sell point, but you've got all the noises, all the sound effects, all the stuff going on. The sell point is just here, but little things like the cement lorries and the drums are rolling, you know, that's the sell point just there. I mean, that all of the rest of this is all for that, which I think is brilliant. There you go. I'm honestly, I'm gutted, the wrong word. Honestly, I don't know. I think this is the second in potentially. It depends how many there's going to be. Map tours of maps that I missed. I don't know how I missed them, but I absolutely did. Now I've got to remember where I'm going here. We've got actually I'll go around the back, I think. Yep, come around the back here. We've got bakery just here. Again, pallets required. I'm not going to say it for everyone. I know I've said that before. Then I end up saying it all the time. But bakery is just there. We come out onto this road here and up the hill. Didn't stop, and I should have done. Supermarket sell point is just over there. You can see the supermarket again. Loads of detail. It feels lived in. It feels like it's a map where there's stuff happening and going on. And what I like as well, I think all the maps have been different. The fact I'm playing on Evergreen at the moment is what kind of puts into stark contrast for me. Is that the sell points, the buy points, the various different facilities. This is the vehicle store. The vehicle store, the gates are locked until 9 AM. And then they'll automatically open. On Evergreen, you've got a back. You can come around the back and you can get in, but you can't here because you've got an in and out. But it's all this sort of stuff. Look at it. Oh, it's brilliant. And the actual wheel loader you start with on the map is here, and it's a modded one. It's done as Lizard Motors. It's very cool. What is also very cool, I've got to be careful because of the music. We come around the back, we've got our first of our rent train points, and you can actually bring the train in. The train's got 2 flat cars. Oh, there you go, look. It's going quite fast. 2 flat cars. One for, you've got a bit for logging and one for crops. So you can, there's various different locations around the map where you can bring it along, load up whatever you want to, and you can try with vehicles and stuff. The vehicle store and the workshop trigger, I'm going to keep talking because of the music, but if I open that up in there, this is drive-through workshop triggers there, so you can bring your vehicles in to the store. This is also the reset point on the map, so if you need to reset anything, it will reset back to here at the vehicle store. Triggers inside. There's lots of, it's the old school. I mean, FS15, I remember it. There's lots of little points where you can check your finances. So out from here, and then we're going to go around the back. Can we go around the back? Yes, we are, I think. I'm trying to think, there's a pizzeria somewhere. I might have already missed it. Oh no, pizzeria there to the right. It's on my list and it was there. Pizzeria's there. To our left, so we come up here and there's all this stuff. I love all this. I love the uneven ground and vehicles with suspension. It's all very cool. So here we've got a spinnery. This has also got a point for loading onto the train if you want to, so you can take it to various different locations for selling. You've got the ramp up there, so you can load up on there. Loads of sound effects. I'm not sure what the collectibles are on here. Like I say, this has been out ages now, so I'm sure people have played on this hundreds and hundreds of hours. I am late to the party, I know that, but it's that thing of it might help someone. If it helps someone, brilliant. Dairy this side. I say they're all fairly standard apart from the requirement of additional pallets. If we come past the pizzeria just round to here, this is Hotel Central, which is also a sell point. Just around the back of there, there you go, hotel. And we come round to here. Down through the gap. Nope, I've gone a long turn in. I think I might have done. Oh no, maybe not, no. Cheese dairy is just there. That'll do butter and cheese. I'll come the right way. Cheese dairy, and then what was the other one after the cheese dairy? Restaurant, I think it was, which is round the front. I did go the right way. My memory's not as bad as I'm thinking. At least I don't think it is. How would you know? Yeah. Placeables, large placeables area to the left there. We're going to go past that again in a moment anyway, but we've got the restaurant sell point, which is going to come to now, which is actually tucked away Reverse up, so we've got to come back out of the way. Oh, keep talking, keep talking. There you go, tucked away in there. Restaurant sell point. No, no, no. Go. Right, back out from here, onto the main road. Now we're going to head down the map. So there are a load of areas that can be purchased. Like that to the side, it's got a shed on it. Large placeables area there, like I said, I've already mentioned that. You come down the sides here and the railway runs down the side. Now it does say in the description for the changelog on changelog 1 and then now on changelog 2. It's interesting. The farm's changed, loads of stuff has been moved around, so I suppose in essence it almost becomes a new map really, so I suppose technically it is a new map. This update wasn't recent, this was a while ago. But it does say about adjusted sales values for the train. Now I haven't found a sell point for the train, so I'm not sure what that... Yeah. There probably is something. If we head down the... Whoa, see what I mean? Look at it, I love it! Use the pickups and stuff and you just don't get that suspension travel or movement, so you don't really feel the benefits of all of that. Another point there for loading the train up. I think we've got a rent train point here as well. I must have just driven past it. So this is the sawmill, and this one again, this is specific to the map. So click on that. Then we've got planks, wood beams, long boards, and pallets can all be done here, with wood chip being a byproduct. So if any of the other things you're making require any of those items, you can either set them to distribution or not. If you buy, I don't know if you can actually, can we buy the land here? I meant to check that. So we're here now. We can buy this plot, brilliant stuff. It's got a bit of wood on that side, because there's some wood chip on the ground there behind the lorry. You can grab that if you want to. That's just sort of already here, laying around on the floor. Just relaxing, taking it easy. Now what I'm going to do is just go on the side here. There you go. Sell point, rent train. So if you're just going to bring wood here to sell, you can sell it from the train. So you pull up along here. Oh, that's probably what it means. There's probably a couple of those knocking around the map as well. But what's interesting is this bit along here. We drive forward. And this was what I wanted this for, because when I first came along, I thought, oh, this is just mint. You come off here, and you've got this track with the raised bit in the middle. It's a bit rutted, a bit bumpy, and this is right up my boulevard. I like it. But we have got, jump out again, just along here, there is this that says remove dirt roads. Now I'm going to show you a picture. I'm not going to do it now, but I did previously do it. If you remove dirt roads, that bumpy road goes, and where you've got this drop down, the drop becomes far more pronounced, but that bumpy dirt road is gone. So if you don't like that, you can get rid of it, and it will look like this. So there you go. If you want to do that, you go for it. I haven't come across any of the posts anywhere else. I know on a lot of Oito maps there's the posts in where there's towns and buildings and stuff like that, so you can remove whole sections and swathes of things. They may be around the map, I just haven't encountered any while I've been going around. I love this. I wish all maps were like this. It just had this far more realistic ground and road texture for vehicles. I still think having mud and stuff, you can get bogged down, and when it rains it gets worse and getting vehicles stuck, and I just think that'd be phenomenal. Now, this goes out to a point, this road, but I'm going to cut across because we're coming to another sell point. Now this is Z8 Agriculture. Again, massive facility, and it is just a sell point, but the level of detail and work that's gone into this is absolutely crack-a-lacking. So we come in here, that should go up in this way and out the other way. I'm probably going to cut across, but it's okay. And while the icon itself is showing out to the left, this building here is where the sell point is here. So there's your sell point. Drive through, out the other side, and there's so much going on. And I know not everyone's a big fan of high megabyte download maps, and it depends if you're running old gen consoles as well, or you might be running a really old PC. It's not always just old gen consoles that struggle to cope with and deal with maps with loads and loads of detail. So it may not be the sort of thing you want to play on. I personally, I love that addition, because it really does make a map feel like it is living, breathing entity, you know, that it's actually, there's stuff happening all the time, you know. I know I say that all the time on various different maps, but it's true. It's a very difficult to quantify thing. You may feel it, you may not. So back down to here, go back along this quality route. We'll continue heading south down the eastern side of the map. Now when I was in the pickup coming along here, because the suspension's appalling, it was flicking it all over the place. But look at that, look. You can't beat a Land Rover for quality suspension. That's of course when the Land Rover's running. Obviously most of the time they're normally in a garage being worked on, but when they are running, they're brilliant. So, beware the rickety bridges. Zero Oito has a thing for the rickety bridge. Look, planks falling out, it's carnage. If you come, look at it, if you come across here with anything small, it gets a bit precarious. Don't come across here too quickly with anything trailed or anything you spent a lot of time harvesting, because if that catapults your trailer into the river, you're in real trouble. Oh, that was river as well. That's Black River there, just there. So, the first of our railroad silos. We've got a rent train point just there. Railroad silo, putting into the silo from the road is done here. Taking out of the silo is done here. Putting in or out of it there by train, so you can store stuff in this silo. Now this will hold all the regular things that a railroad silo will hold. In addition to that, it will hold ore, because we've got iron ore on the map. It will hold dirt, it will hold sand, which are also on this map, which we'll get to later on. Unlike Evergreen Valley, this has got less mining. The whole top section of Evergreen Valley is all mines. We do have one mine on here, and we do have some other facilities. So we are now almost down the very bottom of the map now. Road train runs on the bottom, and actually looking off into the distance, it's that frontier. Look, right off through the trees, it's that frontier skyline again. And I think that's quite cool as well. I like the fact that you could kind of interlock. I know this is supposed to be a European map. I'm sure it says it's European, a fictional region located in Europe. But you could almost kind of have them all like interlocked. You could go from one to the other. They're all fairly similar, I suppose, in a way. But head up here, we come to the biogas plant. This is a 1 megawatt. You can't buy this land on its own. You do have to buy the biogas plant. When you buy the biogas plant, you get the land with it. This is expensive. I think it's a 1.5 mil, and it's a regular biogas plant. It does produce electricity and methane, but it sells that automatically. The only product it is producing is digestate that you can take out. It kind of does that as it goes through. It does produce. I mean, we can buy it. I'll show you what I mean. Let's buy it because we've got the money to go on there. So we go down. So silage, slurry, manure, sugar beet cut, fairly standard. And as you can see, the recipes, we've got electricity, methane, and then you've got your digestate. But the only real thing you can take out is the digestate. So that's the biogas plant. If we go to our map, and I'll show you where we've been. So we started right up here. No, we didn't. We started down at the gas station. Went along, took in these sell points here. Did I do that one? I did. That was the flour mill. We did all of these. Came all the way around there. Came down out of here, out from the restaurant, and headed south. Sawmill, and then out to Z8 agriculture. From there we came down, took in the railroad silo, came round. So if we click on this now, because I've purchased it, you now own the land. But you can't buy that yourself unless you purchase the land it is on. This down here, if I do that, and buy that, and buy that, and do that and that. No other triggers come up. It is available for you to purchase. There is another rent train point down there, and that's for, I mean, you can put anything you want on there because you can buy the land. I like the fact you can. You can add a production in there, you can add some other, whatever you want. But it has got a point for loading trains, so you can make it a little hub of, you can, whatever you like. We're going to go right to the southern part. And again, it's, I don't know, I'm gutted. I can't believe how many maps I mean, it's not unusual. You know, if I go on holiday at any point, if I haven't taken my PlayStation with me to carry on working, or if I've taken it away and I might only do mod reviews while I'm on my way, or I might only do Let's Plays, or it might have been a week where they dropped so much stuff I just couldn't keep up with it all. And sometimes they slip through the cracks, it just happens. And what I was going to say was, that's Lizard Logistics to the side of us, and that's a sell point for various different items. But what I love with that as well, it's different to both the other maps that I've been on, Frontier and Evergreen, and you'll see in a moment why. So this is that plot I was talking about. Rent train point, raised platform. I love the old feel to it. There's a larger gate there, so if you can't get your vehicles and machinery through the small archways, there is a larger gate. We'll come back out of there. And Lizard Logistics has got this quality out the front in the flowers. Well, I would stop them there, so let's just jump into build mode. Look at that. How cool is that? Again, level of detail. Absolutely phenomenal. Now we have got a few sell points here. As we roll across. So, standard sell point just there for Lizard Logistics. We come around, we've got a wood sell point just here. We keep going around, we then come to our productions pallets sell point. I love it, these big distribution hubs and stuff. And that's tucked around the side here, so you back your lorries, vehicles and stuff in. That's the sell point just there. Quality stuff. Right, out from here. Go right along the bottom of the map. There we go. There's quite a minute, as is always. Hang on a minute. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that a second? That must just run across the bottom of the map. I'm thinking, hang on a minute, that's not the train that I rented. There are two tracks there. That is so cool. I hadn't even, yeah, double track. Hadn't even noticed that. So that's obviously a main line that just runs out. Obviously obviously, the train doesn't have a sell point. It doesn't go off the map on this one. It just does a loop round. And this is another feature. Look at this to our left. Again, doesn't need to be on here, but that old railroad silo facility thing. How the detail on that. Overgrown, disused. You can't buy this plot of land. You can't do anything with it. But that is just brilliant. It smacks so much of things like Walking Dead and Last of Us, and you know, all these places that over a long period of time have just become disused and overgrown. And I love that level of detail. I know I keep saying that, but it's stellar is what it is. Stellar. Right, onwards. We have got just here, which is this. This is Grain Co-op. So you've got the Grain Co-op sell point just there. Open that side really, because it opens there. We go. And now we come into some of the factories you might be used to seeing this. That's the train we can rent. So we come round to here. To our right, we've got Metal Factory. We'll get to that momentarily. We've got bale and pallet storage there. That one is, I think it's 250. Pretty sure it is. To the left, we've got Concrete Factory, and over there to the right, we've got Recycling Centre. But again, we do Metal Factory first. This stuff, all of this detail that adds into what's going on. The fans running, the noise is going. But when you're unloading the various different things that are required, you can unload into the pit here, which runs it up over the top of the bits you drive at. It's immersion, people, immersion. So, Metal Factory purchased metal pipes, rebar, metal beams, metal cable, and vehicle parts. It does require electric charge. So as I was saying, there are some things, and it requires iron ore, maintenance tools. There's a few things it does require to operate. So there are things you will need to purchase or get produced or bring over. So you know, it's just a case of looking at the various different recipes and what sort of things you require. Again, the tipping point for that one is over there, or at least for part of it, which goes up and over the top into the facility. The place here for pallets, you can see just there, the pallets are stacked up, nice and easy to see and understand what's going on. We click onto that, Concrete Factory. So concrete blocks, slab and beams. It does require water, cement, dirt and sand, which we'll see later on. Cement you have to buy on pallets. Pallets you have to bring, and rebar you can get from the Metal Factory, bring it over. You will get trash as a byproduct, which becomes relevant when we come across the way here to the recycling centre. Why did I say that? The recycling centre. Just here. Buy that for 45 grand. So we can recycle trash or incinerate trash. If we recycle it, we get recyclable materials. It does require trash in maintenance tools and wood chip. Hence all the wood chip and stuff. It's not bad, get a bit of wood chip going. But if you incinerate the trash, you get electricity. Electricity you can set to distributing, so the facilities that require it to run, you can run it from there. I'm going to have a look on that on Evergreen Valley actually, because we do have a recycling centre on Evergreen Valley, which I haven't really looked at yet. I think that's over at Logistics. So potentially, no, left engine running, we might be able to do something with that. So we head up the hill. I'm going to come to the mine in a minute, but I'm going to show you something for the mine which is relevant, especially on this part of the route. But let's go. There's another rent train point up the top here, so if you are mining and you want to load the train up, you can. It's a bit of a trek out from here. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Sorry, I'm getting overexcited. So, rent train point just there. If we go out across here, you'll see the point there. Now that's not showing down the bottom, but you need to kind of have a look at it from here. So you can take out of the facility. I don't think we haven't got a sell point here for the train at this point. Look at that, crops in between. That's a bit random. Whoa, that was close. But you can take out from here, and this comes from the conveyor belt, runs right the way around the facility. We've got the mine here, which we're going to come to later on when we go down into there. But look, the conveyor system runs right the way out, right the way up. Again, oh, just... I love maps like this. I know they're not everyone's flavour, but, you know. Each to their own. Now, I'm going to come across the top of here, again, because the mine requires water, and this is the water point. So if you're scrabbling around wondering where the water point is, it's up the top of the mine up here. So we'll get down to the mine later on, because the route we're going to take will take us right past the entrance. But we're going to come out across here now. So, we have got a farmer's market here, but if we go around the back first, we've got liquid fertiliser and a buy point. And now these are all nicely labelled. So liquid fertiliser and herbicide can be purchased from here. These cylinders, these tanks. This one here, we can purchase any of these products. So these can be purchased from this point. So these two are purchase points. And as we drive a little bit further past, we've got the farmer's market sell point tucked away. Just in there. Then we've got sugar mill, cereal factory. The managed production point is around the front. We'll drive past those momentarily, but putting in and pallets will spawn out of here. And then at the end here, we've got our food factory. So again, we'll hop out, go to the food factory and click on that. Again, this was on Frontier, and I think it might have been on Evergreen as well. It might be on Evergreen. So we can do our oils here, including soybean oil. We've got canned corn, tomato sauce, canned olives, ketchup, soy milk, and then we've got our grape thing here as well. So it takes in a few productions all in one at the food factory. If we go from the food factory out across here, we've got the animal dealer. Now the animal dealer has also got a buy point, and the buy point here is for animal related products, but it also has a sell point. So the animal dealer's sell point is just there for bale related type things. And then here on the floor you might be able to see, we'll jump out and have a look. There you go. So these are products we can purchase from here for the feeding of animals. If we come out across the front, we've got the purchase of slurry or manure. And again, it's a living, breathing thing. So you can buy slurry and manure just here. It's just got the fly sound. No, it doesn't. Some of the other ones do. It might be over with the animals, but... And then just over the other side there, you can just see that blue disc. That's your animal dealer purchase point. So for buying animals, that can be done there. What we're going to do now is whiz round. That facility there, that large building, doesn't have a trigger on it, doesn't have a sell point. It's just part of the landscape. So what we're going to do, hoon along here. It's a warm old day today here in the USA for the UK. It's 26 degrees I think at the moment. Yeah, 26 degrees. Man cave, it is warming up. So there you go. There's the purchase points for the sugar mill and the cereal factory. And then like I say, that facility there, it's just a building. I don't think, I'm going to double check, I don't think we can buy that land. So actually, yeah, we haven't done anything since we were there. Lizard Logistics, we came along the bottom there, took in all these facilities there, up to the rent train point. We had overlooked the mine. We've come across there, taking all these, the buy points and the farmers market, those productions, animal dealer. So we're now heading down here. And we're going to head round towards the mine, then cross over and head towards the main farm. But oh yes, I was going to look at, wasn't I? So we are currently here. No. This whole plot here you can't purchase. It's curious, isn't it? Because you've got that. It's a large open expanse. Clear solar energy. Ooh, okay. Get you. Right. So now what I've got to do as well is I've got to scour through and link up. Because I keep all of my thumbnails for all of my map tours in a folder. All my thumbnails are all separated into various different folders. So I've got to go through now the mod hub, looking at all the different maps. Ones that I think, oh, I'm not sure. I've got to then double check, cross-reference. If I haven't got it on my thumbnails list, it could be I've deleted the thumbnail by mistake. So what I'll do is then come onto the map, double check it. If it doesn't seem familiar at all, I'll probably do a map tour. That's not to say I'm not going to duplicate map tours. I hope I'm not going to. So I'm coming to the mine. And head down the hill. And again, detail. We do have down the bottom here, we do have some stone and stuff that if you purchase land. Now this is one that you purchase the land separately. We swing around the bottom here, see all the stone to the side. So once you purchase the land, you get access to all of that. You can, to do with as you will. Now this is 2 factories in one here. So we come to maps now. So click on that, buy that. So I'll talk up a little bit. So this one we've got extract iron ore, requires various different things. We've got maintenance tools, mining equipment, vehicle parts, diesel and water. When that produces, it will produce iron ore, stones, dirt, sand and lime. Does it do lime? No. So it'll do those, will come out. Iron ore being the main thing, but the others will be byproducts. Dirt and sand we've already seen. The concrete factory requires those, so you can collect them wherever. But then you've also got to produce lime, stone in, and also maintenance tools will give you lime out. So that one, your stone goes in here. So it's kind of 2 facilities in one. Stone goes into there, and then you can produce your lime. Oh, it is loud, isn't it? Thank you. I love all this. Love it. It's not farming, I know, but you don't have to use it. You don't have to do it. It's a perfectly good map with perfectly good stuff. You can run and operate and do an entire farm without having to come anywhere near any of this. You can know it exists. That may infuriate you in the background, but who knows? So, I'm going to cross, oh no. Rickety bridge number 2. Got to try and stay on the boards. Avoid the gaps. Should have got something with wider axles. Oh no, that wasn't too bad. Okay, so I lost a couple of planks there. Heading up the hill, we come to the farm. It's the only farm on the map. And this does say in change of 2.0.0.0. But this got, I think, completely redone. I'm pretty sure this was completely redone. Now, on farm management start from scratch, it's not here. That's something I need to. We'll talk about now. Because we can talk about slot count. We're at the main farm. So the main farm is right here. On new farmer, the slot count is 1,930. It's up there, but I think it's worth it. On farm management start from scratch, that comes down to 1,615. That's because you start with nada, niche, nothing. This farm is not here, the animals aren't here, the silos aren't here, none of the equipment and machinery is here, and it will look like this. Something to be aware of. So, to our left we've got a silo, farmer 400, it does start, we've got some barley, corn and oats already in it, but again that's only on new farmer. Over here, if we open the doors up here, we've got our consumable storage. This is a bit like Carpathian. I think these are the mods from MrHector. So this will hold various different palleted products, things like lime, fertilisers, IBCs, those kind of things. But what you can also do here, if you look top left, if you've got the control panel open, disable automatic object storage. So if you turn that off, you've got to actually kind of put stuff in. It does say, warning, empty the storage before switching mode, because it will remove it. Because if you drive past here with stuff on your trailer, and it's got automatically, and you drive past, it will automatically take it off your trailers and put it in there. So you might not want to use it for storage, in which case that's fine, you just turn it off. But be warned, if you've got stuff in there already stored and you do that, you're going to lose it. So something to be aware of. There we go, there's our storage dialog. It is empty, but 200 items can be put into there. As we see, we've got some sheep to the right, we'll get to that momentarily. This is another reason why I wish I'd have started on here. I wish I'd have done this one, but it's okay, I don't mind. So, braid out there, massive lime pile, fuel point just here, fertilizer storage, if you want it, you can fill that up. And then we've got seed or mineral feed storage just there. If we come round, let's get some of these doors open and come back and have a look. So in here, harvester, header and trailer. Again, they don't start with any of this on farm management, start from scratch. We've got our cultivator, we've got rollers, we've got seeder, tank, baler, forage wagon, sprayer, all in there. Come around the side there. Trailer, jet whoosh, tractor and trailer. Across the way we do have, you saw those little tanks of concentrate. So these are the facilities that operate that. If you've been watching my evergreen, you'll see. But if we click on there, so diluted concentrate, liquid fertilizer or herbicide, you buy the concentrate, you put it in. Now these have got water in already, which is great. And then what you do is you just add the concentrate in, and you'll get more out of it than you've put in, as you can see. It's a good little system. It runs really well. I like it. And the fact that on this phone you actually start with those. Bonus. Over here, this is bale storage. This is our bale shelter. This will do 1,200 bales. Just over here. Total capacity 1,200. Then we come to our sheeps. And again, look, 30 out of 300. You start with some animals already. They do have food in here already. And we do have an animal livestock trailer as well. And then we come over here and we've got our chickens. We can go right the way through the building here. We'll whiz through. Oh look, we've got a pickup already. So, chickens in here. Dialog box is out the other side, which we will open the door. I will close this back up as we go through. There we go. We've got 61 out of 500. Oh look, we've already got some eggs as well, look. Oh man, this comes fully stocked. This is locked and loaded. Is it too late to switch? I've been called from Evergreen Valley to come and work here. Right, from here, was up the hill. And we've got a sleep trigger, and there's a small greenhouse up here. Now the greenhouses I showed you right at the very start are in under build mode. And these don't just do standard crop types. So sleep trigger's there, wardrobe trigger on the side. If we come to here and open this up, so these will do additional crop types as well. So we can do tomatoes, lettuce, strawberries, carrot, watermelon and cabbage. Very nice, but they do require water, seed, solid fertilizer and the dreaded pallets. I don't mind them, but yeah. Right, out from the top of the farm. Now these won't be here either. Like I say, the sleep trigger and greenhouse are missing on farm management start from scratch. Also, right. Imagine a person that can't remember what side of a vehicle they keep getting out of and then just keep running into the side of it, clouting their chops on it. Another entrain point just here, which I suppose you can access for the farm if you want to. And come down here. This is a really lovely bit as well. We've got this lovely old bridge that goes out across the railroad and down, whoa, and down to the field the other side, like that. And if we follow this road down, we come to the next railroad, the GW railroad storage silo. So you've got one on the east side, one on the west side. Don't do it, don't say it. Oh, here comes the train now. Good timing. Come through, out the other side. Rent train point just there. In and out of the silo by road, in and out of the silo by rail. It's just there. And then we turn towards another really cool feature. We're back up the top of the map. We're heading back towards the gas station where we started. But this, where we got the road is being resurfaced. And this, look, coned off at the start, just to warn you that you're going to hit a ramp there and potentially get airborne, or just destroy your suspension. Biomass heating plant coming up. That's a sell point. All various different biomass related products. You can always check in the prices menu if you're not sure what can be sold there. Turn in here. We've got a vehicle workshop tucked away by the railroad. It looks like, oh, look at see. So vehicle workshop, but also look, little shunting yard. Oh man! So they probably do work on trains as well. But, you know, why not do a bit of work on tractors and cars and stuff as well while you're at it. That's brilliant. And then from here we've got the final point, which is a grain elevator. This is just a sell point. And again, nice little detail on this. That you've got the grain elevator sell point, so putting in is the only thing you can do. You can't take out. And to make sure you can't take out, they've got these concrete blocks here and this caution tape, just to warn you. If you haven't noticed these concrete blocks, you come driving under here to unload. Little touches that make a massive difference. So I'm wondering, I know there's another one I definitely know I've missed that I'm going to do a tour. I think, was it Lands of La Mancha? Was it that one? I'm sure I missed that one. But it's there. So all the equipment machinery that's doing the work for the roads is here. A little bit of a bump back up again. Another mixer running. We're back to the gas station. And that's the map. That's Black River number 2 of Maps I Missed. That's by Oito. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for watching.